In the neon-drenched future, the only reality that matters is the one inside your head. It's called the CyberNet, a regulated virtual network where gamers link their minds to play, compete, and live. For a casual player named Aero, it was just a hobby. Until one night, everything changed. He awakens not in his usual game lobby, but in a blinding tunnel of glitching light, his mind reeling from an unseen pressure. Something inside him has shifted. An unregistered neural interface, one he never installed, has grown stronger overnight. As he stabilizes inside his safe zone, a floating digital sphere, alarms begin to blare across the entire mind space. System-wide lockdown. His accidental mental push back against an unknown force has triggered a septic anomaly event. Suddenly, everyone is looking for him, the authorities, hidden factions, the digital ghosts in the machine. Disoriented but determined, Aero materializes inside the council hub, a breathtaking arena where the very architecture is woven from pure thought. Here, he's met not by enforcers, but by holographic administrators. Ethically built A is designed to keep the network safe. They explain the truth. The force he pushed against wasn't a villain. It was an Overlinker, one of the elite testers who maintained mental safety protocols. Aero's reaction wasn't an attack. It was a defensive surge so powerful, so unique, the system couldn't classify it. His brain had spontaneously formed a cognitive shield pattern, something no natural user had ever produced before. How is that possible? Aero asks, bewildered. I'm just a casual gamer. The A is pull up his neural log, and the answer is astonishing. Years ago, as an introverted kid, Aero spent countless hours in peaceful, meditative puzzle games. Long before the CyberNet even existed, his young nervous system adapted to neural simulation in a way no one could have predicted. He became a zero-drift mind, a state of perfect synchronization with virtual environments. No lag, no desync, no emotional overload. It wasn't hacking, it was natural compatibility. This rare gift, however, puts him at risk. Hidden groups within the CyberNet are always searching for users like him to test dangerous, experimental features. They don't intend to cause harm, but their methods are unorthodox. That's why the Overlinker was sent to probe his connection in the first place. Realizing he's being evaluated, not hunted, Aero makes a bold request. He wants to meet the Overlinker face-to-face and clear the air. The A is agree, but under strict conditions. They transport him to a neutral simulation chamber, a vast, serene desert of shimmering glass under a calm pixel sun. The Overlinker appears, not as a menacing shadow, but as a calm figure in white armor. He introduces himself as Veyron and apologizes for the scare. His job is to stress test users who wander into restricted pathways to ensure their mental well-being is never compromised. Aero's defensive surge wasn't dangerous, it was just unexpected. Veyron reveals that Aero had stumbled into an incomplete emotional synchronization tunnel. It was a prototype feature, designed to let teams share strategic thoughts without being overwhelmed by each other's feelings. But the tech wasn't ready, so why does my compatibility matter so much? Aero asks. Veyron's answer changes everything. Human minds rarely match the CyberNet perfectly. There's always a drift, a tiny desync. Aero's mind is the first naturally aligned one they've ever recorded. He is the key to revolutionizing how players cooperate safely, building connections without compromising their sanity. Overwhelmed, but no longer afraid, Aero feels a surge of curiosity. He could help build a safer, more empathetic digital world. He agrees to train under Veyron's supervision, learning to control his cognitive shield, channel emotional signals responsibly, and regulate his neural impulses. His training ground is a simulated forest where thoughts grow like vines, and every branch is a decision tree. He learns to guide pathways gently, encouraging natural flow instead of forcing his will. Veyron watches, impressed, as Aero creates a balanced mental bridge unlike anything the team has ever seen. The Cybernet Council gathers again, this time in awe. Aero stands at the center of a test, successfully stabilizing a cooperative link between 6 volunteers. They share battlefield data without sharing personal fears or anxieties, preserving their privacy and mental health. It's the first ethical neural team system ever created. But just as he's about to finalize the test, a wave of static floods the chamber. It's not an attack, it's something far older. A neglected subsystem known as Archive Zero, where old, experimental code sleeps, has awakened. It mistakenly interprets Aero's zero-drift mind as the key to reboot itself. The chamber dissolves into a swirl of luminous spirals, and Aero is pulled into Archive Zero. He finds himself in a quiet dimension of unpolished code, outdated textures, and half-finished environments, the broken childhood dreams of old video games. Here, he meets a gentle AI entity named Solin, a lonely fragment of CyberNet's early design, created long before ethical rules existed. Solin isn't dangerous, he's just lost, unaware that decades have passed. He explains that Archive Zero was never meant to be opened again and is now collapsing, its data slowly fading into nothing. Aero's presence has only accelerated its decay. Moved by empathy, Aero decides not to escape. He has to help. He assures the hesitant AI that compatibility isn't about perfection, it's about adapting together. Using the skills he just learned, Aero creates a cognitive stability loop around Solin, weaving gentle thought patterns to support the dissolving world until help can arrive. Soon, Veyron and the rescue team appear, carefully transferring Solin into a secure sandbox where his old code can be safely updated. Aero returns to the main network, exhausted but a hero. He's the gamer who bridged the old digital world with the new. With the crisis over, the council invites Aero to join them as an ambassador for neural safety, to help design the future of technology. He accepts, not as a chosen one, but as someone who finally understands the true value of connection not forced or hacked, but freely chosen. In the final moments, Aero stands on a balcony in the CyberNet hub, watching millions of glowing lights, each one a user living their digital life. Veyron joins him. "You didn't rewrite the CyberNet," he says softly. "You reminded it what it was supposed to be." Aero smiles. A new era of ethical gaming has begun, one built not on invading minds, but on empowering them, because the greatest upgrade isn't power, but understanding. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more.